Hello everyone, it is Planner Eliza here again, and I'm going to do a plan with me video for this week. So let's dive into my Rosey Life Planner. It's an A5, and during the second part of my planner setup video, I'll show you a little bit more about this planner. But for today, what we're going to do is plan my week ahead. So this was last week, and now we're going to go into this week. So the first thing I like to do is to decide which kit I'm going to use for this week. So I have lots of kits here from the Coffee Monsterz Co. I made this binder with a lot of stickers from them, and some custom stickers as well. So we're going to go into so these are some of the kits that I have, also from this place, oh gosh, what do you call them, Every Minute a Story, right? But I want to use this kit today from the Coffee Monsterz Co. because we're going into the first week of school, right? So I'm going to use this kit. I don't really use all of the fancy things in the kit, such as all these things as yet. If you saw my last video, you would know that this is really my first time using this size planner, so I think I did a great job with last week's kit, using last week. I love how it turned out, and I'm just gonna keep to that setup. So I'm gonna use this kit, and I want to choose a washi tape that goes along with it, right? So I have a host of washi tapes from the Coffee Monsterz Co. again, and I'm going to choose something bookish. So actually I don't even have to look here because I have a little swatch book that I made, and so I'm gonna look here and see which one I like best for back to school. So I like the classic bookshelf, but I also like book nerds. Let's see which one matches the kit better. I think classic bookshelf matches better, don't you? I think so. So we're going to use classic bookshelf, which is this one, to set up for this week. So if you can see, the wording in this thing is so light, I can hardly see it. So I would have, and it's dated, but unfortunately I can hardly see it. So I got these from Rosey Life Planner. The book is a Rosey Life Planner book. So I got these from the Rosey Life Planner so that I can stick it in, so I can actually see what I'm doing, right? But before we do that, I like to highlight on top here before I stick it in, like how I highlighted here, right? So I have to choose some highlighters that are going to match. I use the midliners, so let's choose some highlighters that will match. Definitely this will match, this will match. Can we use a blue to match back with it? You can use this blue or this blue. This will also match. So let's go to the back of my book where I have actual swatches and see which one actually works best. Right, so mild brown. This looks like it would work really nicely. And soda blue. Soda blue looks like it will look really nice. So this one is soda blue, and this one is the mild brown. So do you think we should use those, or should we add in the copper? I really like the copper. I really like the copper, especially getting the copper foil on this. So I feel I'm gonna put the copper and blue instead, and leave out the brown for now. Yeah, hope it comes out good. Alright, so let's go back. Alright, so I'm going to start with the blue. So just have to bend this right. And one thing I find in mid liner, you go over it a few times and it gets really dark on the other side, so I have to be really careful going over it. It's not super neat, but I think it works out nice in the end, even though it's not super neat. Right, so that's the blue there. Let's see how it looks on the next side. Not too much bleed through. Could possibly do another coat. We'll see how the copper looks when I do the copper. Alright, that's basically it here. The thing is, when I go over it another time, it gets so much darker. It doesn't really blend in like my other set of highlighters that I used to use before. I used to use these types, which I got in CMR, and I find like in my Hobonichi weeks, it blended in so nice. I could go over a million times and you wouldn't really see how you see those lines there. But the midliner craze, plus it's so many colors, it's really nice. So let's see, do I want to do another coat of the blue? I feel I want to do another coat of the blue just to get it a little more along the shade, the darker shade, like with the copper. Yeah, I think that looks better. So I am loving how this looks so far. So now I have to go and stick these. Oh, and I would have highlighted this like how I highlighted it here, but I have to highlight it in the blue because I don't have anything to stick over that. So let's highlight it in the blue. Or can I highlight it in the beige just to give it a different color? I can highlight it in the beige. Nice. Right. So now I'm gonna take these things from the Rosey Life Planner and stick it over here. I really don't like having to use a dated planner and then having to come back and basically date it. But I could not stand how light the text was. I really couldn't see it properly. So I had to get these. Oops. I had to get these. Just put this on the side for now. So the trick with these little things is to, stick it directly over this so that it doesn't look blued. So can you see the difference just from the video? I'm sure you can see the difference because you can hardly see these here, but since I've stuck on this, you're seeing it a lot more clearly now. So I'm really happy with how that would have turned out, because I really couldn't make not seeing my text at all. See, how is that looking? This is one thing I really enjoy doing, is planning my spreads. It gives me much peace and joy. I don't know. Only us planner people can understand this, yeah? So I usually do the washi on the bottom, and I'm saying usually, but this is my first time, right? And I do these little things on the top. So I have these little things here. So I'm gonna put these on the top and put the washi on the bottom. And yes, this is a eyebrow tweezer, but I think it helps me to control it, so I use this all the time for everything. All my sticker stuff, I use this. Do you guys use all the things on the kit if you use kits? Or do you just use some of the things like I am doing now and have a lot of wastage? I'm trying to figure out how to use everything. But I really like the system that I came up with without having to use everything. So, I don't know. So the top is done. I think it looks so good with the copper and the blue. I love how it came out. And then we have this weekend here that I'm gonna put over the weekend, just because I have it. Right. Okay, so let's put down the washi tape now. This is a thicker washi tape. I use this, where's my Pachaco? I use this little card. I love Pachaco. Those of you who follow me on Instagram might know I love Pachaco, a Sanrio character. So I use this card to cut my washi tape, usually. See? Simple and nice. And this planner, it goes from 5 a.m. to 4, so you get a full 24 hours, which is great. 5 a.m. to 4 a.m. here, and I will not be planning on doing anything that hour unless I go to a fete. You'll go into any fetes for the carnival. Kess, somebody carry me Kess now. I'd love to go to Kess. Nice. And I'll be putting this away now. Okay, that took a bit longer than expected. Right. So now I do the side here. I have Monday, Tuesday, and I have the things that I check off. So let's get that. And I think this would be in this section. Where is it? Here. It should be here. Right. So let's see. I use 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces down. Of course, I can use this one, or I can use any of these, but really to match back with this cup, I'm going to use this one for sure. Right, great. And then I have to put on my icons. So the 4 things that I track: updating my planner, doing work, laundry and cleaning. I'm trying to do more every day, so that it doesn't build up on me. Yep, so I have to go to my icon stack. Should be, yes, there it is. If I wash clothes every day, a little every day, or at least wash today and fold tomorrow because I hate to fold clothes, yeah, that's how I can live. Right, so the first one is this notebook icon from the Coffee Monsterz Co. Everything here so far is from the Coffee Monsterz Co. Everything here. Alright, so this one is the notebook. Right, so this will represent me updating my planners every day. Right, then this one is nude glasses and I wear glasses, haha. So this one last week I used a laptop, but I don't really want to use the laptop. I rather use this one to represent work done. So I'm gonna make sure I do some work every day, because how I work, I don't have to actually do stuff every single day, but so sometimes that makes me procrastinate and waste time. So I want to make sure that I do a little something every day. Right, and then this one is laundry. So I want to make sure I wash a load, or I fold a load, or I fold and put away a load. And then the last one is this stuff came up, but this is supposed to be representing cleaning. So it just means that I'm gonna clean an area a day, even if it's just to tidy an area, sweep, clean the washroom, that type of thing. So I feel I might go back to the laptop next week, because I don't like how the glasses is a little shorter than the rest. So let me see if I could pull that back up and just carry it up a little bit so it doesn't look so different proportions. That's a little better. Right, and as you can see, this week here I would have ticked off what I did and then do. So I updated my planners every day. I did work 2 days, but I mean, it's the first week of the year, give me a break, right? And I missed a couple days with the laundry and a couple days with tidying or cleaning some spaces, right? But this is working good for me so far. I'm happy with it. Right, so if you know, before I had a Happy Planner Classic Vertical, and how it was sectioned off into 3 sections. So I used to have the first section for personal, the second section for my business, and the third section for work, right? So when I lay out my stuff, it's in that. This format is different in that it's a timed format, and I don't really have time stuff unless like I have an appointment or a class or something like that. So I've decided to do something like this, where I got these custom scripts from GT Girls in Trinidad, and I will use a highlighter to represent personal, business, or work. So even if it's a time slotted thing, or if it's not, I highlight it. So here you see personal, I went to the mall with Addie, I had mass. Here you see business, I had to work on something here, and here you see work, I had to do some paperwork here. Alright, so that's how I plan to do it. So the colors I'm going to use for this week obviously are going to be the copper, the soda blue, and what other color can we pull in to just make this pop a little bit. Let's look in the back and see which colors might work well together. Let's see. Violet, red, maybe the vermilion. What do you think? The vermilion or the mild gold? Yeah, I feel, but I used the mild gold last week, so much of it. So I feel let's try for the vermilion. Or the green. Is there any green here? There is a yellow in this. And black. I think the vermilion might work. I think we'll use the vermilion. Right, so these are the three colors I'm going to use. I don't have much work planned for this week either, so I'm going to use the copper for I'm going to use the vermilion for personal for sure, because I just want a different color, because last week I had this color and I really feel like I want a different pop of color throughout, and that's the most I have to do. So let's do that. Right, so that one is personal. This one will be business. And this one will be work. What do you think? Yay or nay? And I usually put back these things as soon as I'm finished with it, but because I don't want to keep back the video too much, I have not done that as yet, so I'll just put this aside. Right, so now to get my custom scripts from GT Girls. Right, I got this system on Amazon. I wish it was like half, so I have to push in my whole hand, but it looks good for something that wasn't so expensive. Right, so personal goes first. And business. And work. So when it's kind of tough to take out, I usually use this to kind of help me take it out. Right, personal, business, work. Looking okay so far. Right, so I usually pre-plan my stuff on a scrapbook. I showed this in my first video. It's a little notepad from It's Pretty Productive, and I use this just on my desk to jot little notes, and I just pre-plan in this little book, so I know what I have to do and when, right? So we know that this is personal. For sure, the first thing I need to write here is first day of school, so I'm gonna write that here. So I highlight first before I write. And then I have something on Wednesday, 5 o'clock. So I am going to highlight from like 5 to 4:30. And then I have mass at 6 o'clock. So that will go until about 7:30. Right, and then I will highlight on this side and highlight on this side. Then I want to go to mass again on Thursday. Oh my gosh, this was bound to happen. I made a mistake. This was supposed to be Wednesday and not Tuesday. So you know what I have to do? White it off. I'll wait for it to dry a bit and then I'll white it off. So let's do this over on Wednesday. Right. And then Thursday again. I actually hope I go, because sometimes I put it in and then I don't go. But I really want to try and make the effort to go twice this week. And then Friday I have an appointment at 1 o'clock, so that will be about an hour or so. And then Saturday 3 to 4:30. My daughter has something. Her confirmation classes resume. And then we have mass 5 o'clock. Right, and that's it for appointments. Where I actually know the time of stuff. So let's go and clear up this mess here. I'm sure I can actually, instead of trying to cover it, I can just stick a sticker over it. Haha. So yeah, I'll stick a sticker over that. I'll decide which sticker. Let me just stick one. Should I stick it now or after? I'll stick it after. Right. Then we have some other stuff to do that is not necessarily time bound. So, and this is where I told you guys that I don't really use all this fancy stuff, because I have my way I like to do it with the highlighters to get the colors and stuff like that. So if I use these, then it wouldn't really work with my mind looking at it. I want to be able to look at it and know this is this, you know what I mean? So I'll have all these things extra. I don't even need these to-dos and this week and that sort of thing. If any of you guys want these extras, please let me know. Please, please, please. I don't use these. I don't. So yeah, at least I haven't found a way to use it. But if you can tell me how I can use it without, you know, let me know. Right, so I also have to, on Tuesday I have work, and work is copper. So I already messed up here, so I'm just gonna do some stuff here for Tuesday. Sorry, I have some work to do here. I'm just gonna highlight that. And then some highlights to writing what I'm gonna do. Right, and that is it for work for this week. But I mean, this is the main thing I have to do. So as you know, I want to get work done almost every day, probably not on the weekends, but usually when I do procrastinate, I end up having to do a lot of work on the weekends. But this will be like the main thing, but I can do things in parts every day. And this work here that I will check off encompasses my business plus work. So just knowing that I have worked on something in general. Right, so I'm finished with this one now. I'm putting this away. Then I have work to do on my business. So Monday I have something. I'm gonna put it here because I have to stick a picture here. So I'm gonna put it here. Right, and then on Thursday I have something to do as well for business. So I'm gonna put that up here. Scroll right up it again. Right. Yeah, not much bleed through, so this is fine. Right, and then I have some additional things, personal, that I will put in with this one. So of course Sunday is my to-do, plan and design the week ahead. So I'm gonna put that down here. And then I finished what I have to do for Saturday, finished what I have to do for Friday, finished what I had to do for Thursday. Monday is done, Tuesday is done. So just Wednesday I have some stuff to do. So I'll have to put that up here. I actually have two sets of things to do. Right, and that is that for that. Right, now I'm gonna put in these pictures. There are only 6 and there's nothing else that I can add extra. Oh, and then there's this one. Right, so there are these 6 here and then this. So for sure I need something to cover this. Mistake, I'll go with this dark one. Perfect. I did not have to use my whiteout. Right. Last week I did the extra one up here. But first day of school. This is a good one for the first day of school. Should I put them here or on the bottom? Just put them here. And then we can put one here. Put this book on here. And then we put one down here. One kind of here. So you can put him here. him here instead. And then we can put him here. And this one will go up here. And I have this. I'll put this one here. And just to take up some space, this little note one. I guess this could mean like plan ahead or something. I'm just gonna put him on the bottom here to take up some space. And Busy Bee, I'll use Busy Bee on this day here. Alright, so that's it for this kit. Now I have to go and put in my headers, which is one of the enjoyable parts for me because I love seeing it come together, because it was a custom done for me by GT Girls. I chose the fonts that I wanted, and I chose the icons from the Coffee Monsterz Co, how I wanted to get it done. So let us put in these days for Mass. So Wednesday we have Mass down here. And so that's Mass, and the icon for Mass that I'm using right now is a star until she comes out. I think she's coming out with a Bible icon, so I'll use that from now when she comes out with that one. Right, so that one is done. Mass. Then we have some to-dos. This I will just write what I want here because I don't have anything for here. And the icon for to do is this nice little arrow with the little emoji sticking out. And these icons are washi paper. I have an appointment here. The icon for appointment is this clock. Right, and then my daughter has class here, so I'm going to use class for that. And the icon for class is this open book. And then here I have submit. Icon being this cursor, meaning click submit, send it out, and then I have work on over here. And the icon for work on is my little glasses. Little glasses face. And lastly, for hair, I have paperwork. So this is all very fine-tuned to my life and how I section off the things I have to do. So I literally chose these words and the icons to go with it. Let me make a little extra. Paperwork, and the icon is this fountain pen icon. Alright, so this is my spread. Am I happy with it? How do I feel? I think I'm happy. Not as happy as last week, because last week was the first one and I was all excited, and I think anything with a little pink in it gets me excited. This one I feel like something is missing over here, so I'm gonna get some other stickers to put in there. Let's see. There are some bookish ones here we could use. I feel we could use these bookish ones. These came from the Coffee Monsterz Co Q4 subscription kits. So I'm gonna use some of these. Oh, and I have another washi I could use to put right over here. That will look good. Also came with the subscription kit. This one. Will it look good? Am I overthinking? No. I'll put these stickers instead. And this is washi paper here. I love washi paper stickers. It means it won't bulk you up too much. But again, at the end of the year, I love to see the bulk, don't you? I love to see the bulk at the end of the year. You know how much I've done, that kind of thing. This is really a reading kit, but I mean, and just put one more here. As a matter of fact, I'll put this little one here for first day of school. Should I? No, because we already have that there. I'll put this little one here. Right, I think that's it. I like it. What do you think? This took really long, yeah? But I'm done, except that I have to write in my information now, and of course I'll do that off camera. So thanks for being with me on this journey to plan my week ahead. I really enjoyed sharing it with you. I hope you guys enjoyed being here with me, and of course I welcome any feedback, anything you think I can do, I can improve on, anything you think I could do with the extras that I don't know what to do with, anything that you think I should know. Yeah, so thank you so much, and have a good day, have a great week ahead.